The Secret Garden is a universal story. It's been published all over the world, and I think is as relatable today as when it was first published in 1911. There is so much in this story, and I think in particular in the way that Mark Munden is telling the story, that will appeal around the world. I mean, it's set in the UK. It's set largely in the countryside in the UK, but its themes, its ideas resonate globally. I mean, it's about wonder and friendship and family and grief and the power of friendship and bonds to overcome boundaries and to overcome issues and to overcome grief, things that hold you back. Archibald, who is played by Colin Firth, who brings such heart and warmth to his character. He's a character who's quite shut down through a large part of the story. He is grieving. His wife has died, and it's put him in a shell, and also his son into a shell of sorts. And what is so beautiful is that in spite of this, and in spite of the darkness and trauma that he's going through, Colin Firth brings an authenticity and an intelligence and an empathy and a sympathy. The audience will empathize with him and feel for him so strongly. Julie is just a joyous spirit. There's no airs or graces about Julie. She's here to work and she's here to have fun, and she's just the most wonderful spirit to have around. She's also a brilliant actress, and like Colin Firth, brings, you'll immediately care for her and feel for her. She has an incredible range. I mean, you look at the breadth of her work and it's astonishing. So she can play the fierce, but it's not a fierce without humanity. I mean, she's not just a cold, evil woman. She's someone who can bring so many shades to that character. Her relationship with Archibald, she brings a depth that makes the choices she makes and the way she behaves so understandable, if not always appealing. It will not put off anybody who knows and is familiar with the book. In fact, I think they will love it. But at the same time, I think there are opportunities to bring new audiences to it, people who aren't as familiar with the book. And allow them to look at it and feel that it speaks to them and speaks to now. In Mark's hands, Mark Munden, who is such a brilliant director, I think that this telling, and this story's been told a couple of times before on film, but this particular telling will be the most immersive telling that we've seen. Mark is a brilliant director, always seeking truth in performance, very energetic in his portrayals, in everything that he does. There's real dynamism, and I think that this telling will be, this adaptation will be very faithful, very immersive, very accessible.